Hi, and welcome to Movement with Molly. Today we have a 20-minute flow. So let's get started in a comfortable seat, shoulders over hips, and bring the gaze in. Take a moment to meet yourself where you are. Feel the pelvis and legs root down as you extend up through your crown. We'll start with one collective breath. So wherever you are, go ahead and exhale to empty. Big inhale through your nose, fill yourself up. And open up the mouth to breathe out. And then seal your lips, breathe in through your nose nice and slow. Keep the lips closed as you exhale audibly and internally through the nose. Stay with that breath as you make your way to your knees and hands, tabletop position. Stack shoulders over wrists and knees under hips. And then spread through the fingers so you can really root down and connect with the ground. Inhaling, drop the belly, lift the head and tail, back bending into a cow. And exhale, drop your head, draw your chin and navel in to round. Again, with your breath, inhaling to lengthen and lift, and exhaling, round and contract. Once more, inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, cat. And then take a few rounds of breath on your own to move in circles, maybe side to side. Great place to close the eyes so that you're synchronizing with your own breath. You might tuck your toes or flip your wrists. And when you feel satisfied, we'll take this right into a moving downward facing dog. So walk your hands, shoulders width, top of mat, tuck the toes and lift the sits bones up and back. And then just continue to move and explore here with your breath. You can bend and extend the legs, shake the head, no and yes. And then lift your heels nice and high and roll forward to a plank to take a measurement. So shoulders over wrists, press the ground away, long, strong line of energy. Deep breath in here, and as you breathe out, downward facing. Take a slow, steady walk to the top of your mat. Keep your head, arms, and torso heavy towards your mat. Bend your knees generously here. Let your ribs fall towards your thighs. Option to grab opposite elbow overhead. Option to rock side to side. From here, bring hands up your shins. Find a halfway lift as you breathe in for length. And as you breathe out, let it go. Forward fold. Slowly, one vertebra and one breath at a time, roll up the spine. And just take your time to stack yourself. Once your chin lifts, flip your palms to face forward. And maybe take a moment to honor anything that you want to invite in. Feel your feet rooting down. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and out. Palms might press, look up, reach up, and exhale, hinge at the hips to forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold on your breath out. And then plant your hands, step back, strong plank. From here, inhale forward to your toe tips. Exhale, bend your elbows towards your ribs. Lower slowly to your mat, and then flip your feet and inhale to lift your chest, cobra pose. Exhale, lower your forehead. Tuck your toes, inhale back to plank, and exhale, downward facing. As you inhale, send your right leg long for a three-legged dog. As you exhale, curl your knee towards your nose like a cat spine. Inhale, right leg up and back for length. Exhale, right knee to left armpit. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to the right. Lightly step the foot outside the hand. Draw your back knee down. And take a moment to check that right knee is stacked over right ankle. From here, can you get lighter on your hands and heavier in your pelvis? And then keeping your left hand down, take your right arm to right thigh or to the sky for a spinal twist. Great place to stay and breathe. Rotate from around your rib cage. Or you can start to reach towards the back of your mat and maybe even for the outer edge of the back foot. Big breath in. Big breath out. Gently reverse your steps, right hand inside right foot. Lift your left knee, your hips, and then pivot all 10 toes to your left for a wide-legged forward fold. Give yourself a couple breaths here. You can move intuitively. And then take the weight forward so your hips can really lift and your back body can lengthen. From here, halfway lift on the breath in. On your breath out, walk your hands back and orient your toes to face the front of your mat so you're in a low runner's lunge. Take weight into the left palm, outer edge of left foot. Stack yourself for Vashisthasana side plank. Invitation to bring your left knee down for a little more stability. Another option here is you might play with lifting the right leg, and if it's available, right foot behind left, find a back bend, draw the chin from the chest, take a deep breath in to expand. On the breath out, right hand back down, shoulders over wrists as you breathe in. As you breathe out, lower halfway down for chaturanga, bend the elbows towards the ribs. Flip your feet, press into your palms, big breath in to expand into your upward facing dog. And then as you breathe out, right back to downward dog. Smooth inhale here through your nose. And maybe open up the mouth to breathe out. On your inhale, send your left leg up and back. Exhale, curl the knee in towards the forehead. Inhale, lengthen the left leg long. Exhale, left knee towards the right arm. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee towards the left armpit. And then lightly step your foot outside your hand and ground through your back knee and back shin. Again, pausing here, check in with your alignment. Left knee over left ankle. And then left hand to left thigh or to the sky to twist your spine. Option to reach back and open the chest, maybe bend the back leg to open through the quads. Just make sure you're meeting yourself where you are with your breath. Gently release, reverse the steps, lift the back knee, lift the hips, and then keeping the head and chest heavy, pivot to your right, wide-legged fold. Again, feel free to move here or you can remain still. You might play with walking your hands back to work towards your headstand prep. Just keep the weight forward. And then breathe in to lengthen, halfway lift. On your breath out, reorient to the front of your mat. Take weight into the right hand this time and shift to the outer right leg or right shin. In your side plank, can you stack shoulders and wrists? Can you keep your left hip aligned on top of your right? And then same option here, lift the left leg high, or maybe find your back bend. One more big breath in, lift your hips, release your head if it's okay on your neck. And as you breathe out, left hand back down. Inhaling plank, exhale, lower your way, halfway or all the way. Breathe in, cobra pose, or upward facing. Breathe out, down dog, hips up and back. From here, lift the heels and hips, look forward, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale when you arrive, find your flat back, and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way out and up to stand. Exhale, return to your mountain. Checking in with a breath here, inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees, drop to seat, chair pose. Take the weight into your heels so that you see all 10 of your toes. Try to maintain the length in the spine and most of all, the steadiness of the breath. Let your face, neck, and shoulders soften. Try to hug the thighs, outer hips in. One more deep breath in, and on the breath out, let it go forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Step your left foot back and spin the left heel down. Cartwheel your arms around. Warrior two. Align your right heel with your left arch. From here, lengthen from hand to hand and from tail to head. So let this be really expansive. And then find a soft focus at the right fingers and check in with the breath. Lengthen the right leg long, reach the right fingers over the right toes, and right hand down, left hand up for triangle pose. Lean your upper torso back and gaze up past left hand. Big breath in here to expand. Back to warrior two on the breath out. Flip the palm, keep the lunge, and tip back and up for a peaceful warrior. Full breath in. On your breath out, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Press into the palms. Option to step back to a three-legged plank. Breathing in, breathing out. Lower slow. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, down dog. As you breathe in, lift heels and hips. As you breathe out, step or hop top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, take it all the way to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, arriving back in mountain. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Utkatasana, chair pose. Keep the breath steady and slow. And notice where you can soften here. Is there any effort or engagement that you don't need in this moment? One more breath in to extend. And on the breath out, release, fold over the legs. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, bend both knees, send the ball of your right foot back. Spin your heel down, cartwheel your arms around, adjusting for left heel to right arch alignment, and left knee over left ankle. So you want to be able to see the left big toe. Settle in, find your focus, and just notice what has your attention throughout your practice. If you notice the mind drifting to the future or the past, just use the breath to ground yourself back in your embodied experience. From here, lengthen your left leg, reach over your left toes, and then tilt left hand down and right hand up. You can bend your left knee any amount or shorten the stance if that feels more accessible. Imagine there was a wall behind you to support you, to really open your chest, and then take the gaze up as you reach up if that feels okay on the neck. One more inhale here to expand. And as you exhale, bend the front leg, warrior two. Keep your lunge, flip your front palm, peaceful warrior. Inhale into your left side ribs. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Pick up your heel, plant down through the hands. Inhale, left leg back, three-legged plank. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the heels and hips, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, arms back down to ground, back in mountain. From here, sit back into your chair. This time, bring your palms to press in a prayer. Take the weight into the right leg and inhale the left knee up towards the chest. As you exhale, left ankle to right knee. Let your hips open as you send the weight back in your right heel, and then lift the heart towards the thumbs and find a soft focus. Bring your right hand to your right hip. With your left hand, grab your left ankle and then press the right leg long to place the sole of the left foot above or below the right knee for a tree pose. If balance feels challenging today, you can always kickstand, left heel to left ankle. But imagine there were roots growing down beneath the right foot to allow you to expand and lengthen. So option to grow the branches up and out. Option to change the gaze. Maybe even play with closing the eyes. So as long as your breath is still steady. Reversing out, palms to prayer. Bring your left knee back to center as you inhale. Exhale back to your mountain pose. And maybe shake the legs or any tension off. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose. Palms to prayer. Weight in your left leg. Inhale, right knee towards your chest. And exhale, right ankle, left knee. Lean your hips back. Root down through your left heel. And then in opposition, lift the heart up. Slow, steady breaths, especially if balance feels challenging. Left hand, left hip, right hand, right ankle. Press down to lift up and find your tree pose. And then think of bringing right and left sides of the body together. So pressing foot to leg and leg to foot. And again, if it feels available, you might play with taking the arms out or up. Maybe shift your gaze. And if you fall out, just come back in, practice patience. Slowly reversing the steps. Right knee to center as you breathe in. Right foot down as you breathe out. Take your arms out and up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees forward, fold. Halfway lift, breathing in. And this time on your breath out, bend the knees and come to a seated position. We'll roll all the way down to the back and walk your feet in towards your hips. Keep them hips width. Press down and lift the pelvis for a bridge. Option to bring your shoulders together to open your chest. One vertebra at a time. Lower your spine and then windshield wiper knees side to side. Next time, both knees fall towards the left. Bring the left hand to the right thigh for a gentle twist to the right. Big breath in. And big breath out. Back to center as you inhale. Exhale, knees right. Gaze left this time. And right hand might rest on the left thigh. Big breath in. And big breath out. Come back to center. Let the soles of the feet meet. Allow your knees to butterfly open. Invitation to bring arms to cactus, so elbows in line with shoulders if you want to open or for your chest, or if it feels more grounding today. Maybe place the palms on the body. Bring the gaze in and stay connected to your breath. From here, extend arms and legs long. Let the hips passively rotate open and the palms face up. Keep your gaze in and settle into stillness. My voice will fall away for about a minute and guide you back to seal the practice. If you have the time, feel free to remain in this shape. Notice the breath. And as you invite it to deepen, gently invite movement back in, like wiggling the toes or fingers. Eventually take a yawn, stretch the arms overhead, a big breath in to expand. And as you breathe out, roll to your right to rest in a fetal position. Just a moment to acknowledge your efforts and maybe circle back to your intentions, the seeds that you've planted. And we'll meet up in a comfortable seat, just like we began. Shoulders over hips, gazing in. If it resonates, bring the palms to press at the center of the chest and bow the chin in to honor your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice today.